Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our July 2017 tarot reading, and this will be for the sign of Cancer. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. At the beginning of the month, we'll take a card from the top, the Nine of Pentacles. Middle of the month, I'm going to take a card from the center, and the end of the month, we're going to take a card from the bottom. Okay, Cancer. Wow, looks like a very interesting month for you in July. And of course, it's your birthday month too. So I want to wish a happy birthday to all of you out there. And we start the month with the Nine of Pentacles. And this is a woman who has success. She has arrived. She's surrounded by these beautiful pentacles. She's surrounded by things that she's worked hard for. She's feeling financially secure. She's feeling very stable. She's standing there with this bird perched on her hand, and again, she's surrounded by these beautiful sunflowers with the pentacles inside of them. And the pentacles are things that we work very hard for. They're very serious things in life, like our health, our wealth, our finances. And this is telling me that you may have some type of financial or material success in the beginning of July because of the efforts that you've put in. Maybe you've worked really hard at your job and you're finally starting to make some money. Maybe you've worked really hard at maybe getting in shape. Maybe you're taking better care of yourself. But whatever it is, you're being very successful because of whatever effort you've put through. And you're going to start to see that in the beginning of July, that it was all well worth the hard work. Then in the middle of the month, you're kind of getting a little emotional, okay? The Queen of Cups here she tends to be in her head a lot, okay? Cups are the suit of emotions. And you want to watch in the middle of the month not to get, I don't want to say melodramatic, but not to be in your head as much. I mean, we all go through these emotional periods and we're all sensitive, and this woman here, though, she's ultra sensitive, okay? And she's a very caring person, okay? She's a very emotional and empathizing person. Okay, this is a person that, is sensitive to what other people feel. She's very empathic. She's picking up on the emotions of people around her. Okay, she's the kind of person that you call up if you need a good listener. She would listen to your problems. She would understand. She would sympathize. But we want to guard against this in the middle of the month. We may even run into someone like this in the middle of the month, who's going to be a very emotional, sensitive type of person. Or you may be feeling this way as well. You could be very much centered around, being in your head, maybe indulging in some of the wine. I know when you have a glass of wine or two, you kind of, let your emotions flow. You're less inhibited. But then at the end of the month, something is going to be changing, okay? There's going to be some type of maybe anxiety or concern with the Three of Swords at the end of the month. But you want to keep a cool head, okay? You don't want to be inside your emotions and just living in your emotions. You want to think things through, okay? Because this Three of Swords could be some type of a quarrel that you're going to get into at the end of the month. Maybe some kind of an upheaval. This can also be a card of like something that's making you anxious, maybe some type of anxiety at the end of the month. But whatever it is, usually when things like this happen, some type of upheaval, maybe an argument with someone, it's good to let things get out in the open. Because if we hold things in, like this woman often does, and doesn't speak her mind as much as she should, you end up having an upheaval where everyone just puts it right out there. And that is a good thing, because when you put it right out there, that's when you can start to work on whatever problems it is that you may be having with someone. Maybe the disagreement, either party is going to say something straight out that's going to finally, get resolved. Maybe something that's been held back for a while is going to come to the surface. But there is going to be some type of a quarrel or some type of an upheaval in a situation at the end of the month. But this is a card of hope as well, okay? Because what's going to happen is up here, as you can see, the sky is clearing. You can see the daylight bursting through. There's clouds hovering around. But I believe this is going to be something that needs to be brought out into the open with maybe a friend or family member or maybe something at work. And once this upheaval takes place, you're going to feel a sense of relief. You're going to finally feel like a brick has been lifted off your chest because you're thinking about whatever the situation is here. Okay? You're in your head about it. And then it finally comes out. Either you bring it out or someone else brings it out. But once, like I said, it is out of the bag, it's time to be able to move on, heal from it, and there's definitely hope. So this is a good thing to get things out in the open at the end of July, whatever it may be. You're going to need to speak your mind, and then finally maybe the dust will settle and you'll finally come to some common ground with whomever this is meant for. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back.